Your existence is a rare event that only happened once since the Big Bang.
Retirement isn't because we've worked hard and deserve it, it's because we're too old and therefore unable to do work well enough anymore.
Calendars are the only thing that people buy that the buyers expect planned obsolescence.
The first human to pet a wolf must have looked like a badass to the rest of the tribe.
We don't know if we're replying to posts generated by AI.
The safest car accidents to get into are typically the most embarrassing.
There's not a house that exists that didn't infringe on the animals and ecosystem that existed there.
Many of our most precious and vivid nostalgic memories are seen from equally loved, but completely different, sides by our parents.
We treat our valuable things much nicer than our two most valuable things, a car and house.
We will all become overweight when teleportation becomes a reality.
Secret admirers were just stalkers all along.
Objectifying someone is bad. Treating someone like they have no object permanence is even worse though.
The softer an animal's fur is, the more gently you pet them.
They started putting fruit on the bottom of yogurt, so we have to stir it ourselves in order to save money.
People talk about kids' weird search histories, but millennials don't talk about their parents' histories before they knew they existed in the late 90s.
Rocks are miniature mountains.
Bob Marley implied Sheriff John Brown shot the deputy himself to frame him and give him an excuse to kill him.
You never get anything caught in the front of your throat.
As inflation rises, Ulysses S. Grant's place on the $50 bill will slowly get more valuable in terms of historical remembrance.
Now for a quick break. Stay tuned for more shower thoughts. When you display flowers, you're mostly displaying stalks and leaves.
It is normal to have a certain number of holes in your body, but just one additional can be fatal.
When you eat mini cheddars, you eat them in a couple of bites max. But when you eat normal-sized cheddars, you take lots of little bites.
Child abuse is not always physical.
The Oscars are over. Some winners will ascend to superstardom while others will end up in the likes of baby geniuses.
Cartoon eyes are the same shape as human eyes, but rotated vertically 90 degrees.
We need a movie with the two most wholesome actors, Keanu Reeves and Fraser.
Regular intelligence can't understand artificial intelligence.
We are never not tasting something.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
Hey listeners, tired of all the doom and gloom on the news? Then check out the Get Happy Headlines podcast by my friends, Stella and Mickey. It's a podcast dedicated to bringing you family-friendly, uplifting stories from around the world. Give it a listen, I know you will like it. Search for Get Happy Headlines in your podcast player or check out the show notes page for the link. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.